I would like to call to order the Charter Township of Windermere Board of Trustees meeting on December the 19th at 6 o'clock. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation.
Kelly,
Here.
trustee Horns,
Here.
trustee Martin here, trustee Frazier. Absent. Trustee Bud,
Here.
Frazier present, supervisor McNair is also absent, everybody excused.
Thank you. Tonight we will be looking at the consent agenda, which is how we pay our bills and approve other housekeeping items such as board of trustee meeting schedule, holiday schedule, mutual aid, and an appointment to the environmental commission. Added that we will be approving agenda items. 3 of them will be for engineering projects for Fishback and a petition to abandon a portion of the Fall or Bell Creek Range. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Through the air.
I have a motion by trustee Kelly, support by clerk Wright, to approve the agenda. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion passes. Thank you. The next would be the consent agenda. Can I have someone to do that?
I'd like to make a motion to adopt consent agenda, which consists of the board meetings of November 21st, 2023, the 3-page list of November 30th, 2023, the 3-page list of December 7th, 2023, the 3-page list of December 14th, 2023, the voucher list of December 5th, 2023, voucher list December 19th, 2023, approval of 2024 Board of Trustees meeting schedule and the 2024 Township holiday schedule. Approval of Washington Area Mutual Aid Council and a local agreement. And finally, approval of the appointment of Jill Yard and Jill Yard to the Environmental Commission with term to expire October 3rd, 2026. Report.
I have a motion from clerk Wright, support by trustee Boynton. Is there any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign, motion carries. Thank you. We have no public hearing. I have no correspondence or announcements or trust presentations. Does anyone have?
Well, I guess this is about that time. I'd just like to announce that we are might be closed Saturday. I'd just like to announce that we do next year is going to be a full year of elections, starting with February 27th, president, primary, Republican primary, and we have the August election, the regular primary, and the November election. So ballots will start staying ballots soon. We're going to put them out. Well, probably about 45 days prior to the election. Sometime January. Instead of hitting the mailboxes. Hey, in a meeting a couple of days ago, I mentioned want to go over a quick description of the difference between the new crop that was voted into order. We are now going to be doing what's called early voting. Early voting is different from absentee voting. So we have 2 types. We have 9 days early voting, which starts 9 days prior to the election. You come in and vote prior to holiday. Niantic, which means we'll have a, two precincts set up here in the township, where you come in and actually vote a ballot and put the ballot through a tabulator. At the same time, we'll also have no reason absentee voting going on, which you can start 40, that's what's gonna start 45 days prior to election. You get those ballots in the mail, whoever has requested an absentee ballot. The difference between absentee ballot voting and early voting is that once you absentee voting, you can vote a ballot, and if for some reason you see something or some type of information that might change your mind, you come in and request that ballot, we vote, or an old ballot, we vote another one. The 9 days early voting, once you vote by a tabulator, that those ballots will be tabulated, and you can't spoil those, can't request for a ballot, because it will be tabulated as you go. So those are the true difference between the two. I know it's probably a little bit of confusion, but we'll continue to discuss it as we go. But I just wanted to reiterate that the major difference that you're going to see was early voting versus absentee voting.
And just to note, the clerk did mention that the township office will be closed between Christmas and New Year's. However, the treasurer's office will be open on Thursday, December the 28th, for anyone who wants to come in and pay their taxes, and we will be here from 10 till 2. The drop box out in the front will also be open. They can go into the police lobby and use the drop box there to drop their taxes. They will all be put back into 2023 when we return to work on Tuesday. So you need to know that. Is there any from the public that would like to make a public comment? Is there anybody at home that wants to make a comment?
I do have a presentation, under presentations, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good evening, Lord. I am here before you today to give you an update on the DDA fiscal year 2023, our annual report. When the DDA was created under Public Act 197 of 75, it was then recodified and amended to become PA 57 of 2018. And under that amendment, it requires the DDA to give 2 informational meetings per year. So today I did hold one at the DDA building at 3 o'clock. I'll hold another one on Thursday at 10 a.m. However, I thought it was good for me to be able to provide this board an idea and all the updates and the accomplishments that we've achieved this year. So as I stated, the DDA was created in 1990, and it has been a transformative economic development leader since then. And we take on public improvements that strengthen the district and attract private investment that will enhance the district as well as the township's quality of life. And together, we do that with the board of directors. There are 11 board members, including the supervisor. We meet on the 4th Tuesday of the month at 3 o'clock at the DDA building. Each of these board members will serve a term of 4 years. So this may look familiar to the board as we went through this with our budget. This is the fiscal year, so the primary funding for the tax increment finance is through tax increment finance and grants that are awarded. So simply put, it is the increase of property taxes resulting from property values above the 1990 base. So in 23, we captured 90% of our income was from the TIF revenue, and the remaining funds were earned from interest revenue or interest income. Our expenses are allocated funds to projects and programs that will best accomplish the district's goals. The budget is then submitted to the board of trustees for approval. In 23, our debt and our bond payments accounted for 16% of our expenses, 23% for administration, and 61% for infrastructure improvements. The DDA preserves a healthy fund balance. These funds are reserved for operating, bond payments, facilities, marketing, business retention, and infrastructure projects. Financial reimbursement and contribution. Since 1992, TDA has paid back annual payments for the township for the following services: accounting and payroll, treasurer, IT, building and grounds, assessment roll maintenance. We also included the communication and graphic. We also provide an annual cost for fringe benefits as well as that payback. So at the bottom, you'll see our 2023 payments to the township for services equal $84,445.60. Financial contributions that will benefit the township is we contribute publication for the Van Buren Today magazine. We pay for annual dues for STEMCOG as well as Air Travel Lists. So our growth in 2023, we're seeing quite a bit of growth in the DDA district with averaging over 35 visitors a day. We have 7 new businesses, over 36 million in private investment. The DDA hosted 18 events that includes our small business resources, our Light Up the Park, Santa Claus, food trucks. We had over 1,000 visitors to attend those events. So this is just a little snapshot of the growth that we're seeing in the district. We're welcoming new businesses in the Murray Plaza. We have Purpose Dental, Planet Dance, Wingstop. In the Van Buren Plaza, Athletical Physical Therapy. The Belleville Road Plaza will be welcoming the El Gabe Bar and Grill. North of Tyler on Belleville Road, Clover Communities. And on the North I-94 Service Drive, Kenworth. We're seeing business expansion in the Murray Plaza, which Expert Nails is now expanding into the old AT&T vacant storefront, and they are expanding their services as well to Expert Nails and beauty. Renovations taking place in the district on Belleville Road. We had the Meyer drive-through, the gas station addition, as well as interior renovations. Walmart also had interior renovations. On the North I-94 Service Drive, Camping World is starting their renovations inside, as well as the Holiday Inn Express. The grant funding and earmarks, a lot of this is a repeat, but it's important to make sure that we highlight over $3 million worth of grants that we received this year. 2 of them are for safety. One is the Safe Streets for All, and then we have the STEMCOG Planning Assistance Grant. The Safe Streets for All will encompass the entire township as a whole as we look at traffic crash data, and then the Belleville Planning Assistance Grant will focus more on the Belleville Road Corridor safety. We have the Belleville Widening Project that we are starting again. We are starting to acquire the right-of-ways along that stretch of Belleville Road between Tyler and Force. The state has committed 2.1 towards this project. We've also have an earmark from Congresswoman Debbie Dingell in the amount of $500,000. And then also this year we have, coming up in fiscal year 2024, we have an earmark from Senator Peters' office, and this is for the Van Buren Township Small Business Get on the Map program. MAP stands for To Master, Advance, and Prosper. So that'll be something that we have an earmark. We're just waiting to hear that we have received and we are awarded that grant. Marketing and outreach. Continue to search for ways to build our brand awareness, consistently looking for unique opportunities to promote the attributes of the DDA district as well as the township as a whole. We recorded a 33-second video that was played during the Lake Fest event that was held in June, the Throw in the Bill. We've expanded on our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and X, which is previously known as Twitter. Our website is updated. We have created a new business directory, and our digital sign is updated weekly with news and events and information. And we continue to participate in different events in the tri-community. So, Van Buren Township, home of the 2023 Thrill in the Bill on the placemaking at Harris Park. So we held midweek music in June, on the Wednesdays in June. We had 4 concerts along with giveaways that supported local Van Buren businesses and food trucks. Our Light Up the Park event. Our Santa Claus, we had 27 dogs have their picture taken with Santa. We have weekly food trucks. We have hosted the Southern Wayne County Regional Chamber, the Morning Spark, as well as we do have art sculptures in the park as well. And to make sure that we are preserving the concrete at the park, we also had that resealed this year. We have 12 small business resources and training. We hold those at the township, or excuse me, at the DDA building, and a few on the go places within the township. So we did a Van Buren Nutrition as well as Joe Edward Salon to make sure that we gave those who couldn't make it to the building, who were out shopping, they could come and visit us. And we continue to make sure that we are partaking in the Michigan Downtown Association training. I attended both the spring and summer workshop, as well as the fall conference. And I was a speaker at the summer workshop to talk about our business resource program. Streetscape and maintenance. We continue to make sure that we keep replacement parts for the light poles along Belleville Road. We have 3 contracts with local contractors, landscapers in the township that maintain Belleville Road, the intersection of Belleville and Ecorse, as well as Harris Park. And we did recently just install 2 benches and a trash can on the DNR property. Those actually look to the water so that people who are walking, they can take a look, stop and view the water. A new program that we just recently rolled out was our business banner program. So this fall we rolled it out. Businesses, Van Buren businesses can purchase a banner for $150. That includes installation, and it will have their logo on it, and those will be hung along Belleville Road. So what's next? We'll continue to work on finding opportunities for grants that will accomplish our goals in the capital improvement plan, expand on our events that are held at Harris Park, and to create more for the community to enjoy, as well as one of our goals is a tri-community calendars, to work with tri-community members of organization to create one centralized calendar that can be shared with the communities that'll help promote and help to also avoid overlap of events that'll have on the same day and time. I'm going to provide that with you. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. This will also be on our website for those who want to be able to take a little deeper dive and to take a look at that. So I know I went through it pretty quick, but I wanted to be considerate of your time. So.
Looking at the show on unfinished business. New business. Number 1, to consider approval of Fishback to provide engineering service for water main installation of an 8-inch water main on Belleville Road between Jeanette and Sunrise in the amount not to exceed $147,800 from the water engineer. Greg Lawrence.
Good evening. This is for proposal for professional engineering service to install an 8-inch water main on the east side of Belleville Road from Jeanette to Sunrise, also crossing Belleville Road onto the west side and providing a loop over there to that plaza in that area. I also provided just a small 1-minute video to kind of overlap what I just stated. No problem. This is the east side of Belleville Road, south of I-94. 8-inch water main will run down the east side from Jeanette to Sunrise, and then it will cross at Venetian and go across. And by doing that, that will eliminate 4 dead ends. We also have a few customers here that's being fed off the dead end line. So by doing this project, it will eliminate, it will provide better water quality as well. We're just going to continue it on, so you'll see where the dead ends will pop up on the scan. Jeanette dead end, so by Venetian, Edwin, Sunrise, dead end, as well as across that plaza there. Dead end. So by doing this, we'll be better water quality in the township. So I recommend approval for the engineering and design and the amount not to exceed $147,800.
Okay.
I also have Fishback underwater.
Are there any questions? I have a motion from trustee Gordon, support by trustee Kelly, to approve the motion. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion passes. Thank you. The next item is to consider approval of Fishback to provide a reliability study in general fund for Van Buren Township's water system in the amount of $34,500 to be paid from the water fund. Lawrence.
This is a mandated legal requirement that a type 1 water supply, meaning a community that serves over 25 residents year round. So we definitely do more than that. So it's to conduct a water reliability study and update the study every 5 years. At a minimum, the study must evaluate the present and future demands and the ability of the system to deliver quality of water needed, including in periods of normal power interruptions. So the last time we did this study was in 2016. It's required to do it every 5 years, so we're a little bit behind. So that's why I'm recommending that we get this study done in the amount of normal power for the interruption. $34,500 from the water engineering fund.
Thank you. The motion.
Madam Chair, I move that we grant approval of Fishback to provide a reliability study and general plan for Van Buren Township's water system in the amount of $34,500 to be paid from the water fund 592-526-220-000.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion from trustee Whitman, seconded by clerk Wright. Is there any discussion? Are there any further questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. On item number 3, to consider approval of Fishback to provide engineering service to the North Shore Bedford Road Pump Station replacements for Van Buren Township sanitary system in 2024 in the amount of $68,900 to be paid from the sewer engineering fund. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to consider approval of Fishback to provide engineering services for the North Shore and Beckley Road pump station replacements for Van Buren Township's sanitary system in fiscal year 2024 in the amount of $68,900 to be paid from the sewer engineering fees fund 592-537-820-000.
Support.
I have a motion and support. Director Lawrence.
I have a 2-minute small video. I'm going to pause and talk in between. Right here is our North Shore's lift station. It's an 8-foot diameter. It's an 8-foot diameter wet well, and it has 3 grinder pumps in it. It has an 1.25 inch diameter discharge. The pump station was installed in 2013. The pump station has reliability issues. Basically, it's 3 grinder pumps that's pumping 11 gallons per minute. It's inadequate Because, in the past, they would allow residents to have their gutters tied into their downspouts, which runs through their basements, which ultimately ends up in our lift station. So I'm recommending that we either redesign it, put different pumps in, and revamp the station. So the existing, station wet well, we will, change the, top of it to accommodate the new pumps that we're gonna put in. A new discharge and force main may be required. Normally, in the pump station, the minimum discharge is a 3-inch. We have 1.25 line. So, we're gonna play this. And also, the reason why we wanna do North Shores and Beckley at the same time, because basically, North Shores pumps into Beckley. And Beckley is a 100 gallons per minute steel dry pit station that was installed in 1970. It is at the end of its useful life. A rehab or replacement of the existing station with a new submersible pump station with above fiberglass enclosure is recommended. The existing well will be investigated for potential reuse if the hydraulic conditions are feasible. If not, a new wet well will be installed. So I'm recommending Fishback to do the engineering design with the fees, with the amount of the fee at $68,900, which would be paid from the engineering fund.
Any questions?
Well,
Okay, I have a motion from trustee Martin and trustee Boynton to approve the engineering services for North Shore and Beckley Road pump station replacement. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. The next item is to consider approval of the petition and resolution 2023-36 for the abandonment of a portion of the Bell Creek Drain on a portion of the properties located at 6100, 6110, 6290, and 6480 Haggerty, with a parcel number as shown, as provided in Chapter 17 of Public Act 40 of 1956 as amended. And I have a motion.
The chair considers approval of petition and resolution as read by the elder chair for tonight.
Good. Thank you. Director Power.
Thank you. Good evening, board. As mentioned, this is a petition and resolution for abandonment of the portion of the Bell Creek Drain on portions of a single parcel that has several addresses. It's a large parcel that was recently combined as provided in Chapter 17 of PA 40 of 1956. This board, a couple of months ago in October, approved the special land use for the next phase of development on the Ashley Crossroads North site near Haggerty Road between Van Born Road and Ecorse Road. And as part of the process for making way for future development in this area, there's a drain that needs to be reworked and abandoned so that this site can continue to develop. It's the red-orange line that you see on the left side of the screen there. This is the tail end of the Bell Creek Drain, and what needs to happen is this would need to be abandoned for the site to be able to be built up and developed around it. Along with that, the proposed development will reroute the drainage into a storm basin on the left side of this, on the left side of the right image on the screen, called Basin B, where it will eventually make its way south, and that is in a different drainage district, which is the Delaney-McLaury drainage district. So this is something that the board considers every now and then when there's a end of a drain that is in a development site like this. And so there's a resolution that the township is being asked to pass to support the abandonment of this drain. As far as what happens next with the development project around this, there's still a final site plan and engineering review that's occurring right now. That will go back before the planning commission after tonight's meeting. But this step is critical to the process of, approval from the county drain office to move forward. We do have Kyle Morton of Crossroads Distribution Center North 11 LLC, or Ashley Capital, the owner group, as well as Joe Webb, the engineer for the project, and our township engineer is here as well, who can help with any questions I have. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Good chair. Laura, does this have to be approved by the county?
This will go to the county and be part of their approval process for the drain abandonment after tonight's meeting. The county drain office provides overarching approval for anything related to drains in the development project. Yes. Part of their approval process
For the chair.
after.
This will not cause any, knowing the area, this will not cause any other drainage issues with any of the subdivision or businesses in the immediate area around this site. Will it?
So it should not, this is going to end up rerouting water into the detention system at this site, and there's more restriction on the outflow from the detention basins here than is required under the county's ordinance to help restrict the flow out into that McLaury drainage network. And there is some issues with McLaury drain downstream that I think we're all aware of. We've seen the flooding in this area. The county is currently investigating a solution to that issue that's running concurrently with this. A lot of those issues may be some downstream maintenance issues. But this essentially will hold this project's drainage and detention basins for the time cycle of the storm, and release it slowly. So it should not impact storm events and flooding that happens from storm events in this part of the township. To my best understanding, maybe this project, it's some other feedback from the owner, but that's my best understanding. It should not affect the storm event. So it should not impact what was on this site. Yeah.
Through the chair, I get, the trustee brought up a great point. That would be my only concern, but I know we've been having some issues in the on-bed presentation. And we're gonna add it, going there. So the previous going there. As long as, as long as this is not gonna cause an additional issue, then that's other issue. That would be my concern, so.
Comment, when the planning commission looked at it, when we looked at the plans, we looked at this problem, and I think they were pretty all concerned that it would be taken care of.
Yes. And
My biggest concern would be, the event that happens during interim, between that drain being dismantled and the replacement drain being put into place. What can we do to mitigate drainage problem? Okay, so that we have a backup plan or a contingency plan or emergency plan.
I'm not sure, maybe there's some commentary on the timeline for the abandonment process. There's currently a soil erosion permit in place that may help prevent some of the flow into that drain while construction activity for maybe some more.
Kyle Morton from Ashley Capital. So to the sequencing question, really, we shouldn't be in the situation where it should affect anyone in the subdivision or any businesses nearby. Since the drain originates on site, what it's really doing is taking, we have 175 acre farm field right now, and it's taking the water from that farm field and sending it out east across Haggerty Road. It's really not going anywhere at the moment because the east side of Haggerty is blocked up, and there's also been some issues with the crossing under 275. So when we are abandoning the drain, what we're really doing is building a very large detention pond, which will help send the water off site a different direction. But it's really only, if we were concerned with something, it's detaining water on our own site, It's not a neighbor, and we're not collecting water from a mile upstream and it's coming through the site. It's really just a problem of what's our site, different direction. But it's really only, when you look in terms of something that's.
Any other questions?
It's not a neighbor.
Okay, hearing none, I have a motion from Clerk Wright, supported by trustee Kelly to approve the abandonment of the Bell Creek drain. All in favor? Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have no reports tonight. Is there anybody in the public that would like to make a comment on non-agenda? Come to the podium, please. Is there anybody in the public that would like to make a
My
comment?
name is Morris Little. I live in Haggerty South, or Van Buren Estates. There's supposedly, I call it a rumor, till I hear it from you people, about a new building here being built. Do you know anything about this?
Do you think the building is being built?
Well, no, the township hall. There's a rumor going around that there's gonna be a new township hall being built. And I'm just here tonight, I always watch on TV, but I'm here tonight just to find out if it's just, you know, a rumor or if it's really happening, because this transparency thing, okay? We have it bad in our national government, but it's been pretty good here, except for the supervisor. The one time I didn't really appreciate that when I found out that they was talking about, he was trying to push the Haggerty Road repair done, you know, a year ahead of time at the expense of us, instead of those businesses up there that, you know, they don't pay that much taxes to, as far as I'm concerned, to us to benefit, you know, it all goes into the business next. They get all these tax breaks. But so luckily, the trustees voted him down that time and tabled it to, so that the residents could have some input. Because that's what it's about, let the residents speak and get their input as well. I mean, we appreciate the job you're doing, but we still like our voices heard too. And so when I found that out, and then it finally got pushed back, and now from what I understand, there's a grant that is gonna take care of all of it or most of the Haggerty Road between Van Born and Ecorse. Is that right?
Right. And that should start. So that's taken care of. And as far as the building, there will not be a new township hall built. But we do have the construction of the new community center.
Right.
That is probably the building you're talking about. We have temporarily moved our seniors to Haggerty School. Sometime in the first quarter of next year, they will all move back into what will be the new community center, which will serve the community very well. And so that is probably the building you're talking about. The township hall is not moving, and we're not doing anything.
Okay, because
This building right here.
I was gonna say, we just got done, you know, getting some renovations and stuff done to make it look good. And so it's better for use to work, the conditions. And I knew that the senior center was being built,
Right?
but somebody put out there that was gonna get a new township hall.
No,
And I said, wow, that can't happen.
no, it won't happen. The community center is not only for the seniors, but it will be a gym that will be open with a walking track above the gym. There will be many classrooms. We're gonna have a room for teens to enjoy the building, so I think there will be something for everybody that will wanna come and see the new building when it's open.
Okay, thank you very much. That was
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that has a comment? Okay, is there any board member that has a comment?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would like to just say, this is pretty much near the end of my first term as a trustee in Van Buren Township. It has been a fantastic time. And on that, I would like to wish all of the residents here in the audience, along with the employees, and with all of my colleagues up here on the board, a very wonderful Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
And along with that note, I just would like to remind everyone that on December the 28th, the treasurer's open will be open from 10 to 2 p.m. If you care to come in and pay your taxes in person. My staff and I will be here on that day. And as Mr. Boynton so graciously said on behalf of this board, I'm sure I would like to wish everybody at home, everybody here a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Remember, always be kind to one another, and as we look forward to serving in the next year. Thank you. And
Real care, coming up at the end of my first year on the board, I would like to thank the position and everybody in the township for their help. It's been really for my time.
You know, everything that's been said. Happy holidays to you.
Through the chair. I concur.
okay,
And happy New Year.
I will call a motion to adjourn. There are a motion and the board is adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Good night and have a good one. I had no idea it was that.